So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kenya Today TV. My name is Salet Atieno, and without further ado, let's dive into our conversation today. And with me in our studios today, we have
Ojwang Odero. You want to call me
you,
Mister?
Mr. Ojwang Adero.
Yes, aka the sports check. Yes.
So, yesterday we had a private meeting, and the main agenda was to determine, it was between Kimani Ichung'wah and Junet Mohammed. And we really are not certain the context of the meeting because we had guests who were to be interviewed on JK Live. But 30 minutes before the interview, a call was made and plans were disarranged, or it didn't happen because they were to be summoned at Statehouse. So I don't know what you think about all this.
Okay, I watched that that video where Jeff Koinange was saying that they had invited the leader. I don't know, but he had invited Kimani Ichung'wah and Junet Mohammed to explain the majority leadership crisis in the National Assembly. What we have to understand yesterday, Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula declared Kenya Kwanza coalition
as the majority.
And that means that is what is going to be used. However, what he is forgetting is that we have what is called a broad-based government. I will discuss about broad-based government later. But let's stick to the urgent meeting that was called at Statehouse yesterday. Definitely, I think the head of state, after realizing that Azimio MPs, and the majority of them were ODM members of parliament, they had declared a stand that they are the majority. And remember, Junet Mohammed had withdrawn. In fact, he told Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula that, you know what, I have a strict instruction to withdraw all members from the House Business Committee. And he said that if at all they will participate in any House Business Committee, then most of them will be whipped, right? And that tells you that most of the activities within the National Assembly will be paralyzed if we don't have members of parliament in those House Business Committees. And William Ruto knows very well that if any bill that will come from the cabinet or from the government side, nobody will pass it. If Azimio la Umoja and ODM MPs decide that they are going to create a standoff in the National Assembly, it is going to be difficult. Let us not forget that Rigathi Gachagua also is members of parliament as we speak. There are those MPs who are affiliated to Rigathi Gachagua. So government activities, especially the bills that will be coming from the cabinet, most of them will not sell through, and therefore President William Ruto's policies will not be actualized. Yes.
So where do you see the fate of Junet Mohammed and Kimani Ichung'wah? Because you can see that for something to be taken away from you, there must be, and you must be having that grudge with that person. Do you think that there will be a good working relationship between the two of them?
What I can tell you for a fact is that politicians, they don't have shame at all. They don't have shame. What is important for them is always interest. So allow me also to make something clear. You see, according to the court's decision, it did not declare that Junet Mohammed is the leader of majority. It just declared Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula's decision to declare KK as majority null and void. It was illegal. But the relationship between Kimani Ichung'wah and Junet Mohammed, and I want to be honest and objective, it is positive. It is going to be positive. Let me just be honest with you.
Why do you say so?
Why do I say this? Because politicians, they don't care about you. They care about their interest. In fact, to me personally, I thought it was like just a comedy show yesterday. After Azimio MPs walked out of parliament. And after they have been summoned to a State House, definitely these people are going to work together. They're going to say that, in the spirit of the broad-based government, let us work together. And I remember there was something that Junet Mohammed said in Homa Bay. I think, not Homa Bay, Migori. Last year, when President William Ruto was having his tour Nyanza tour. He said hata hii broad based government, hata hii story ya kukua opposition tutawachia watu wengine. And in fact it can be given a proposal that, you know what, acha Kimani Ichung'wa malize, tukishinda hii uchaguzi you'll be the leader of majority. If at all Raila Odinga will support William Samoei Arap Ruto, and they will have a clear structure of working with government.
Okay, so at this moment, we can see that the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Moses Wetangula, is now kind of in a dilemma because on this other side, we can see that his relationship with the Azimio coalition and the UDA coalition is still in jeopardy because for you to be elected through this political party and going and transit from Azimio to UDA because you have been awarded a position, there must be some form of entitlement that they will have against you. You remember we helped you to reach here, and right now you have to choose us. You understand? And I don't know what you feel about him being in such a position.
What I can say, and this is my honest opinion, Speaker Moses Wetangula, the first thing, he made a mistake after defying a court order. That is the worst mistake. And I strongly believe that, I've said it before, he is a senior counsel. He is a senior advocate of the High Court in the Republic of Kenya. And making these mistakes, it is something that I can say impunity. And that is why you will find like some political analysts will describe parliament as a parliament of impunity, because in fact some of them are saying that Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula will go down in history as the worst speaker, because to me personally, he is always biased. He is a biased speaker. That is the reality on the ground. He knew very well that Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party, I'm not fighting for them. He knew very well that they were the majority. What did he do? Because he's the party leader of Ford Kenya. That is technically the party leader of Ford Kenya. You know? So the relationship between Moses Masika Wetangula and other MPs as we speak today, I can tell you, going forward, Azimio la Umoja, they know very well that they can be played. Especially Raila Odinga's MPs, they can be played. So if Raila Odinga will win this AUC seat, then they will be safe. But if he loses, I'm telling you, somebody can even try to table to move a motion to impeach Moses Masika Wetangula. And remember, he has got few members of parliament. And if President William Ruto he wants to save his to secure a second term in 2027, and if it is about impeaching Moses Masika Wetangula, it will happen. And there is also a rumor that there is a possibility that Moses Masika Wetangula can be appointed as gender CS in the National Assembly, just because William Ruto wants to solve the problem in the National Assembly. And some people are saying, it's a rumor though, but now in Kenya politics, the truth in politics is always close to a rumor. So it's always close to a rumor. And some of them are saying that they will give that opportunity to the member of parliament for either constituency, Otiende Amondo. It can happen. Yeah, it can happen. If Moses Masika Wetangula has seen that, these people are going to show me dust here. Wacha ningie executive government pale nikuwe cabinet secretary wa gender. Mambo yaendelee.
Achana na maneno mengi.
Yes.
But sometimes it's good for you to find an easy way out. If it means that you're going to step down from that position and take another role, well and good.
Personally, it's not even fit to be there.
Why?
He's biased. I've never seen. In fact, I can only compare him. You see, remember the last, the former Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Baby Turi. That one was also biased. Yes, the best speaker that we have ever had as a country, his name is Kenneth Otieto Marende. Yeah, that was the best speaker. Despite the fact he was from the ODM side, he was always neutral and giving direction. Unlike JB Muturi,
he understands his role.
And Moses Masika Wetangula. Yes. And Moses Masika Wetangula, I'm being honest with you. Sometimes politicians do think that Kenyans are stupid. But we can read between the lines. We can see what is happening in the National Assembly. In fact, to me personally, I don't trust whatever Kimani Ichung'wah, Junet Mohammed, William Ruto, Masaka Watangula, and ODM MPs are doing. These are just this is just like a comedy show. At the end of the day, they know very well hakuna hii kitu mali penye inaenda. Yes.
But the reality on the ground is that for you to, if you're given a position or if you have been assigned a post, your boss always controls you.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's so hard for you to be leaning on the other side that you think that is right, yet you can see very well that you have been given directives by your boss.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's what makes sometimes our leaders seem to be biased or they are leaning on the wrong side.
Yeah, but definitely, what I can tell you, if you try to look at mature democracies like UK and USA, you'll find out that institutions they are empowered, and they can even work properly. Like for example, we have for example the IEBC. Have you ever heard of any electoral commission ya USA? Umewaisikia kuna shida yote? Hakuna. So in Kenya, we just have a problem. Everything is just about politics. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think about this. Do you feel like His Excellency, Right Honorable, I don't know what to call him, but Senior Counsel Moses Wetangula is being biased or he is just right doing what he is doing? Speak to me. My name is Salet Atieno and this is the Kenya Today TV.